Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell, this is like a better view, a better quality because I got a camera finally. So I used to be just like filming on my phone. So this is a Canon G7X Mark II. I did a lot of research on which camera I should get. I wanted a like small point to shoot vlogging camera. My two final choices were Canon G7X Mark II and the Sony ZV-1, I think. And so the reasons why I picked the Canon over the Sony is, first of all, it's like $100 cheaper. Second of all, it's been on the market for way longer, I think around 5 years. I personally like buying a little bit older products because new technology, like, it can act up. But if it's older on the market, then you know it's a reliable camera. Like, no one knows the longevity of the Sony camera, for example. And also, the older the products are, the less EMF they would radiate out. So that's something I look out for. Sony is more of a specifically video vlogging camera, and they both are really good with everything like autofocus and that kind of stuff. I think Sony is a little bit better with like object autofocus, but Sony is worse with taking pictures. So like I want a camera that I can take pictures as well for like some travel pictures and that kind of stuff, or just nature pictures, because I like doing that too. So I didn't want to just pick a camera that's just for videos. So that's the reason why I got the Canon G7X Mark II. I didn't get Mark III because first of all, it's more expensive, and second of all, people say the autofocus is really bad, so that's why that wasn't like in the range. Also, I haven't like figured out any of the settings yet, so I haven't like played with it yet, but I'm going to later this week. So yeah, this camera is really compact, it's really nice, and I'm going to definitely use it for like videotaping my lifts, vlogging, and also my sewing. Speaking of which, I did start a new channel. If you like follow me for a while, you know that I like to sew, and I have a few sewing videos on this channel. Like I have my prom dress videos and like a really early skirts video, but I decided to start a sewing channel, like a separate channel, and that will be linked down below and here, to post just like sewing content and more DIY creative stuff like that, because I really want to pursue that. And I know I can't do it on this channel because a lot of people who lift don't want to watch sewing videos, and posting like sewing videos here makes my lifting videos bad, and also my sewing videos don't get promoted. And like I know on this channel a bunch of people who watch are like in their 20s to 40s ish, and they're men, and usually men don't want to watch sewing videos, which I totally understand. This channel is more catered to lifters, and that channel is catered to people who like to sew and like DIY and that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm splitting it up. If you're interested, definitely go check it out and subscribe, and I'll be trying to post weekly here and there, which will definitely be hard at first. On that channel, it's definitely like based on how my projects are going, and on this channel it's usually weekly depending on my lifts. So getting on to the lifting stuff, first of all, I want to talk about how my knee is doing right now. My knee is doing way better. As I said in last week's video, I'm doing these just bodyweight squats really slow to kind of feel how my knee is improving and gauge my improvement off of that. I'm definitely improving way more. Right now, I can squat all the way down if I do a really bad stripper squat. So if I don't let my knees pass my toes, like I first bend my body and then I go like this and then go like that. So that's not like actual squatting, but I can like move in that full range of motion, which is really good. Now I'm gradually getting back into being able to have my knees past my toes without pain. I'm still not free squatting yet. I'm doing high box squats, basically like squatting on my bench. And I'm gonna show you guys a full workout that I did yesterday. And also I didn't get my new camera yesterday. That's why the clips are gonna look crappy. And that workout is basically a full like recovery from knee injury workout, and it implements a lot of the changes I'm making to my program that I talked about in last week's video. Everything I mentioned will be linked down below. So as you guys could tell, I am deadlifting at home with my new deadlift platform. And so I got my deadlift platform off of Facebook Marketplace, and the person was just giving away it for free. Like, it wasn't assembled. Basically, he had all the materials, and also it was like really big. I think he had like 6 pieces of those wood boards, and we only end up using 3. And I'll be showing you guys the platform like in more detail. It's definitely like not the most high-end platform, but it definitely is usable for any lifter. And now I can just deadlift at home, which is super convenient for me. And also I'll be showing you guys the workout I'm doing today. I'm still recovering from the knee injury. My range of motion has improved a lot, but yesterday or like the day before, I hurt my knee a little bit more. It's not like a injury hurt, but I was kneeling a lot like in the afternoon because I was like working with patterns on the floor, and I think that just caused a little bit more stress on my knee. Like, I didn't have any pain while I was kneeling, but it caused more stress. So that's something, and I had a lot more pain yesterday, but today I'm fine. I can deadlift pretty fine with basically no pain. So yeah, I'm just gonna do triples-ish and then work my way up to around RP 6 to 7. Also, some other reasons why I decided to get the deadlift platform at home, other than just like having a good opportunity to get it for free. First of all, like, I have to drive like around 20 minutes to go to the LA Fitness, so that's like time spent on driving. And also I would like to go to the powerlifting gym more often, and that's like around a 30 to 40 minute drive, but it's like the equipment is good, so I would want to spend that time to use the good equipment. Then why would I pay for like 2 memberships, you know, one for LA and one for the powerlifting gym? So that's one reason. And also, like, I can finally deadlift on round plates, because LA Fitness has those like 12-sided plates that are super annoying to deadlift with, because I have to like move my feet around instead of just moving the bar. Lastly, like, the air quality is really good. The air that we breathe, it's like fired through my nose, so I don't want to deal with that. So that's why deadlifting at home is the solution, and I'll just deadlift at home for my first deadlift day, and for my second deadlift day I'll just go to the powerlifting gym, but not now, since first I have like a month left of LA Fitness, and second, my knee is still injured, so I can't like do like SPD whatever stuff. So yeah, once my knee heals, then I'll go to the powerlifting gym more often. But I have like up to 290 pounds in weights at home that I could just do, and also round plates. So yeah, it's like a win-win situation. So my last actual workout was like 3 weeks ago exactly, on Wednesday the 26th. That was the day before like the injury peaked. So if you watch my injury videos, I talk more about what happened, but like I had it like 2 months ago, but it just never like acted up, and like the inflammation never arose until like 3 weeks ago. So I just pulled 220 for 3. It felt really heavy, especially on my back. I usually could do 220 for like 5, 6, 7, I don't know, at least 6 at a RP7, but it's still pretty good for 3 considering all of this, and that I haven't trained heavy lower body for 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm also wearing the knee sleeves to just like keep the area warm and to like help it take off some of the load, which helps. And yeah, now I'm gonna give you guys a more detailed look at the platform. Okay, so this is a platform. That's the door that enters our garage, and then here we have the bench and the squat rack and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to give a more detailed tour of the whole home gym later in a month or 2 to make it like the annual home gym tour video, but I'm just gonna talk about the deadlift platform in more detail. So as you saw in the beginning, I used those 2 things to load the big plates on. I just don't want to bend down a lot now that I have knee pain, but usually I could just load the big plates with the bar on the ground, but just to make sure I don't injure myself anymore, I use those. My dad made those, and when you put the plates on, they have like a ½ inch of clearance. Those things are also really good for stuff like penalty rows and that kind of stuff where I can't do 135 yet. I can just put on 95s and like use those, so I can still have like that range of motion, but with the smaller plates. So that's really helpful, and they're really easy to make. There's just like 2x4s all stacked together, some rubber on top, a plywood at the bottom. And the platform is 44 inches wide this way, not including the wood at the end. I'll show that later. But we had to cut the wood to 44 instead of 48 because we can't fit 48 in our car. And that doesn't really matter for me. This is still 8 foot, so these were originally 4x8 OSB boards. We have 3 layers of those underneath. You can kind of see the board from right here, those kind of boards. And then we have 1 layer of saw mat. We decided to not do like the wood in the middle that Olympic lifters have to use because we just have stall mats, and just why not use the whole thing for stall mats, which are like most deadlift platforms. And also then we can use the wood for other projects because it was like a really nice piece of wood in its center. And we also added a 2x4 border around the whole platform, so it just looks cleaner. For the saw mats, this center is 1 piece, and then we added small pieces here because they weren't like the original saw mats that he used. They were like separate pieces. And we also have like a piece here like that, but we just had to like puzzle it together, and this was the best method. And the plates like don't even touch the side pieces, so they're just there for like aesthetic reasons, like it doesn't fall over. Also, like there was a hole right there, and we just cut out another piece of saw mat and put it right there. The plates don't hit the sides either. If it does go over, then we could just move it over because this piece is slightly lower than this piece. You can see right here it's slightly lower, but it doesn't matter. And we just put the dumbbell and small plate rack right here, which my dad also made. Those 2 back there. So everything ends right here, but we decided to just add another piece of wood to the wall, so that way I have more space when I deadlift, and also I can use that for storage, because if I didn't do that, 4 feet would be too small to have other storage stuff back here. That corner thing is just for any exercise with the bar in the corner, so like T-bar rows and that kind of stuff. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for the deadlift platform. Okay, so I just did 2 reps of that because I was tired, and I feel like my lower back is being used a lot since I haven't used my lower back for like weight like this in 3 weeks. So I just stopped at 2 reps. I'm basically self-programming me for today and yesterday because my coach hasn't programmed me yet, so I'm just doing what feels good, like based on the same format-ish. And now I'm gonna do some Larson bench. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week's video. Those are typically what my workouts look like now. A lot less lower body work, more upper body work. Upper body stays pretty much the same, just less leg drive and that kind of stuff. I can't do rows off the floor, for example. Like that will be like using too much of my legs. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video if you did. Comment down below any other things you want me to make or any questions you have. Follow me on Instagram because I usually post my lifts there first, and subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss another one of my videos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon.